Okay, I think everything is good. So, welcome to, well, a new Silent Hill game of sorts. This was actually kind of unveiled at the state of play that happened a few days ago, and not only did they show footage of the Silent Hill 2 remake, but they also showed this and they shadow dropped it. It's like, oh, it's a free Silent Hill game experience or whatever you want to call it. Now, I know Wanderl has played this already, and his experience wasn't exactly very positive. But I still want to check this out for myself and see how it goes. I'm gonna not try to let the expectations of what others feel about this like dissuade me too much, but I still want to see how this kind of all plays out anyway. And actually, before we get started, I also have a new animated emote. I finally made another emote, and this time it's this. So, because I'd like to say I can't reach it, I've referenced that enough to be like, hey, here's an emote for it. I literally just recorded the game up to that point and made it into a GIF of just that. I figure why not. I referenced that stupid bit of being able to just repeat Ash just doing that over and over from the old video to be like, yeah, sure, let's make it an animated emote. That'd be fun. But anyway, yeah, so Silent Hill short message. Like I said, I'm curious to see how this plays out. I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel about this, given I kind of know the general idea of the subject matter, but I haven't really seen any of the game or know like the details of like the story and whatnot. I just know that it might not be very subtle, and that the subject matter, given how touchy it would be, wasn't going to convey the best. Which that and along with the general disdain a lot of Silent Hill fans have against Blooper Team have not exactly invoked a lot of confidence for the franchise that Konami's brought back. But I don't know. I mean, I would say it's still wouldn't be as bad as 2012 with, you know, like Book of Memories and the bad movie and the bad HD port, but who knows? But anyway, might as well boot this up. So as far as I know, this is just on PS5, because they just shadow dropped it for PS5. Oh, and Hexadrive made this, which they've done some stuff. Although, yeah. So there is a warning about this. They even give you like crisis lifeline information and things like that too. Because yeah, it definitely deals with this. I might as well just leave it there. The left and right images are visible. Yeah, they're both visible, so it's fine. .3D audio. Oh, that has to be on the PlayStation 5 setup for 3D audio. Oh, and there's controller speaker too, I guess, too. Wonder if it's gonna do the Shadow Memories thing of like, you know, audio being played through that. Well, the music, I think, is the music done by Akira? Oh, I forget his last name. But the guy who's done I think he did, I think he did some of the music for this. Like the main series composer, I think is involved with this. And yeah, Kate, you're on time. I just literally just booted up this now. You like the new animated emote, by the way. Very on brand, I guess. Let's see. R3's inspect, move. Switch smart app. Okay. Always smartphone, okay. So I guess it's kind of going a little bit for like a Shattered Memories thing. Because that was a game where you actually had, well, it was an early version of a smartphone, but you had a smartphone in that game. So we'll see how that actually plays out. Now I know this this game is only about a couple hours long, roughly, which is why I'm doing just this tonight, because this is going to be a shorter stream tonight for me, because I still got like work in the morning. So that's why I'm doing it now. That they can't use, but they go on. Yeah. But I figured I'd finally get some emotes going. I still got slots for like a few more emotes. I just need to figure out what to do. Oh geez, that's a lot of animated emotes. But anyway, might as well get started. And yeah, they give you this warning again. So yeah, this is definitely, it's definitely on the subject of suicide and that kind of thing. At least they're giving you warnings to be like, yeah, it's gonna probably be heavy into this kind of subject matter. I guess it's just a...
Seeking a connection with others is a sign of weakness. It's running away. The strongest animals don't form groups. They act alone and need only themselves to survive. Those who betray themselves to fit into a group are pathetic. There's no beauty in living like that. I want to be strong on my own, without a group. If there were only someone who would understand that, to adult me.
Yeah, I know this is only about an hour or two. I did say this would probably take about a couple hours at the most. So struggling to figure out how to work the Spec Ops line around the PC. Huh. That's a game I haven't heard in a while, but I heard it has interesting things happen. It got delisted off of Steam. Huh. I've seen console copies of that game before. I always know of it, but never like got into it.
But wasn't I just...
I have to show you something. Can you come to the villa?
Oh, yeah. Maya told me to come here.
Oh yeah, and it's making phone noises on the controller. I don't know if that's coming through my mic, but there. So yeah. Now it's going to be practically impossible to make PT comparisons, considering this is in first person and all. But I never actually played PT myself because I never downloaded it before the game got canceled and delisted. Needs later put the sounds to be on the TV itself. There was an option in the... There was an option in the freaking... Now, the audio output is just on the TV anyway, but it looks like it has to be like... PlayStation settings to do that. Doesn't really bother me. Like, if I hold my controller close to the mic, I think it won't be a big deal. Or it could just be playing off of both. Okay. No notes. Okay. Yeah, as I was saying, it's going to be impossible to make the PT comparison because, you know, I never got to play PT. It got delisted before I could get a chance to download it. So,
This model. Is it this building?
nice effing model. Honk honk. Plan to rebuild Kittenstadt. An overview. Kittenstadt, a town with a long history as a thriving border stronghold. In recent years, those in their 20s have begun leaving en masse, causing concern. The aim of this wide-scale project is to rebuild Kittenstadt and restore its former glory with the help of Chinese investment firms. The theme is revitalization. The abandoned properties developed by Chinese corporations in 2008 have long been a problem, but by repurposing them, we can cut costs substantially and better visualize our vision for a new Kittenstadt. You didn't like PT? Huh.
Wow. So this place didn't always suck. Our parents dreamed of this?
Not to call you out or anything, Kane. Like, people can have different opinions on, I don't know, on anything, of course, but that was just a bit surprising considering how praised it was. But I know it's more of a playable teaser thing rather than a game. You know, like it has had puzzle RPS. Okay, that aspect I can understand being frustrated at because it definitely like had like the it definitely had that issue of like being a bit too cryptic. Lance Reed Kittenstadt was suffered yet another major setback as instability caused by the COVID-19 pandemic has reduced interest from foreign investors. This is pretty recent. Previous plans to jumpstart the town failed to materialize owing to the monetary instability caused by the 2008 global financial crisis, which forced the plan to involve Japanese corporations' final decisions to be reconsidered. 2 attempts to rebuild, 2 failures due to unfortunate internal circumstances. Kittenstadt has struggled to bounce back with increased unemployment. The city council is considering ways to revitalize the economy by drawing skilled experts to the area, but as of yet, no effective measures have been implemented.
Everyone's losing their futures. That's all adults are. A slave to the system.
Tell us how you really feel. The health puzzles at least give you a hint. You have to look at some random wall to get the right thing and also. No idea. I mean, yeah. I think a lot of people had to look up what to do in that. I never played PT, but yeah.
Where are you, Maya?
September 28, 2021. Notice a provincial meeting. 12 village residents. We have received many inquiries about the management of this building after the recent news. We would therefore like to hold a meeting to explain our policies more formally. We hope we can find time to attend. I say you will about Silent Hill 2 with Find the Dead James body to find the key or the toilet scene, but at least you had some nudge where to go. Sure. Anything in the fridge? The flowers. No exit. Yes.
I'm trapped. I've always been trapped.
Can I take the map? Well, this map is actually very, like... This map definitely looks... You can't take it, but it's very, like... Silent Hill looking. This definitely looks like a map you would pick up in the games. Like the apartment maps in Silent Hill 2.
Oh,
That
great. It's locked.
Oh, it's locked. That could be another soundbite if I ever get soundbites going, along with Can't Reach It, just from that game. I mean, it looks like a map from Silent Hill 3. Yeah, but it kind of looks like the apartment maps from 2. But, or any of the maps really from Silent Hill, like 2 or 3. So I know Hexadrive made this, and they've had a history of some games that people were kind of like, about, like, Third Birthday, or the graphics for Wind Waker HD, which made it a bit too gloomy for most people. I said like or not Twilight Princess, Wind Waker HD. I liked Wind Waker HD, but it was a bit too gloomy. That was the only fault, really. I guess you could point the finger and be like, oh, Hexadrive, but, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's that bad, but... You're in the old hospital building? Yeah, Wind Waker HD definitely has a lot of improvements over the original. Like, you can get a faster sail.
Did Maya do this? CB. Cherry Blossom. That's Maya's signature. She's... amazing.
The city's a blank canvas, begging for us to paint it with our hopes and dreams. I want to show the hidden side of girls, their impulses, their urges. What are you hiding inside? Don't worry about what people think. Be proud.
How could I ever be proud of myself?
Getting siren vibes from that woman? Huh. For graffiti artists, spray painting and a blank wall are all you need. Ginstat. The walls of a particular apartment building are the canvas for several artists, with a new piece showing up every day. Social media star CB features her work here. Given her passion for flowers, it's only fitting that her name is CB, which is short for Cherry Blossom. Cherry Blossom's art continues to captivate the hearts of the young, so we reached out to her for comment, keeping her eyes fixed on her new piece. She had this to say: all I'm doing is showing that these girls feel on the inside but can't show it on the outside. If any of them connect with a girl in the art, it's probably because they're experiencing the same thing.
Everyone can see how talented she is. I couldn't be more different.
But yeah, Wind Waker HD did improve some aspects like that. Like I said, there was faster sail you can get, and like the less paying money to tingle. Some guy, and the Triforce Peace Quest gets reduced, and that kind of thing. Interesting graffiti art.
Who's there?
Or if I late reply, I fell asleep. Don't worry about it. How are you feeling? I'm okay. I can actually kind of get some rest now. Didn't mean to scare you or anything. Just don't worry about it. All's good now. Still a little tired, but I'm gonna get up soon.
That's a relief.
Hmm.
What's with this place? Why all the sticky notes?
Loser! Stupid! Liar! Crazy! Crybaby! Ugly! I hate you, dumb! Go away!
She never said anything nice.
Child abuse, neglect, and get installed. Lovely. A recent statistical survey has shown that the rate of child abuse in Kinstadt last year was nearly double of that of the average in other developed nations in Europe. Recent economic strife and its resulting poverty are thought to be the cause.
My mom loved me.
Did she? When you're out of there, we need a tetanus shot. All the notes saying loser, you're just getting Hank Hill screaming loser. Oh, you're a loser.
Antidepressants. I've taken enough medication.
Oh boy. Somebody got sprayed with a skunk, and they did the whole tomato juice in the bathtub to get rid of it. From the looks of it, yes, that's clearly what happened. Oh,
This is all your fault! Bad things happen because of you!
I'm sorry.
probably gonna get a little graphic here.
Sorry.
Oh, at least they cut away to that, but yeah.
Mom.
What about you, Anita? What? You didn't look so hot the other day. I'm fine. You don't have to worry about me. Well, obviously I'm gonna. Taking my meds. Meds are good, but what about therapy? It doesn't really do much, to be honest. Talking to adults doesn't help. Some of our classmates were hospitalized. You don't have to do this alone. I know, I'll let you know if I need anything. Those guys deserved it. You feel bad, you know. All of them. You didn't know the loser who was basically Silent Hill 4 the room? Ugh. Now I'm just imagining like Walter Sullivan just like constantly giving Harry all these like loser notes to him. That actually wouldn't be out of left field for Walter to do, honestly. Uh-oh. Video distortions. Oh, hi. Yeah, we'll just close that and get out of there. This is kind of... Oh, not quite automated. So now it's a chase sequence.
What the fuck? Am I safe?
Don't go out, loser, Walter.
What the fuck was that thing?
I don't know, I didn't really get a good chance to see it. Here? I'm in the studio. Oh yeah? There's a monster here, you okay? Okay. Teenage suicides continue at infamous building. Rundown apartment complex in Kinstad. Stat. Is it Kinstad or Kinstad? Kinstad? I'm gonna say Kinstad. Has become known for its suicides, with teenage girls jumping from its roof practically every year. Despite repeat events, the building, abandoned ever since the development management company declared bankruptcy, remains easily accessible. The young and unemployed are not deterred by the building's grim reputation, though, with many continuing to enter it, young graffiti artists using it for their work. Meanwhile, local residents' security concerns continue to grow.
Please. Not Maya, too. She has been acting weird lately.
Cherry blossoms bloom within the grasp of death.
I wonder if that's live action. I think that's live action.
Like most flowers, the rot sets in, then they fall. That's the price of new life.
Looks like the voice actor was like
Not
80
cherry
yard.
blossoms, though. They bloom beautiful, they fall beautiful. That's how I want my life to be.
Why is she not replying? Come on! I have to find her.
Well, we just gotta find her. But she's probably the monster. Represented by, Nita's, like, bad thoughts. The raincoat color was in this?
That monster. It's gone, right? Where is this studio?
Yeah, I wonder if this is the studio. Inside the fog of social media. Solitude and anxiety in teenagers. All the teenagers interviewed said they were ashamed of the risque selfies they posted online. They also claimed they experienced anxiety over not getting any likes on such photos. Oh, jeez. I guess that's just kind of like the first world teenage problems, really, honestly, like with social media. What all the kids had in common was extremely low self-esteem. The greater their anxiety and the lower their confidence, the more pronounced their reactions were to positive attention. The sense of fulfillment they experience after getting a like online is difficult for adults to comprehend. I mean, I think I can still maybe get it. I don't know. Deadly Premonition ref? Oh, okay. Never played Deadly Premonition. have to get pro to that in this. At least the phone is not dying out of battery or something like most survival horror games. Flashlight's another means dies on you fast. Yeah, I kind of prefer it that way because, but it is a popular mechanic in a lot of horror games, or at least of horror games, like kind of like of this nature, especially like Amnesia or the original Amnesia and things like that. But at least with Silent Hill, you never have to worry about your flashlight dying. Yeah, well, except for like certain scripted sequences, but furthermore, even when acknowledged the teenagers could not view their actions positively and quickly revert to despair, seeking more attention to fill the void. Teenagers who are not yet psychologically mature run the risk of experiencing this toxic quest for validation. Yes, the true horror of not being accepted on social media.
The famous suicide spot.
Is there anything over here? I know this is probably just a mostly linear game thing, but I might as well check outside. Any flashlights like the one in Alleyway makes sense to use a flashlight? See, just in your opinion, it's best with left infinite rather than be able to see then walk in dark blind. True. Actually, the only game that I think that that had limited flashlight use that I thought was okay was Alien Isolation. You have a flashlight, but you tend to find batteries, and the flashlight, like, you only really need that in super dark areas like in vents or something. Otherwise, you can kind of see where you're going in that game for the most part. Okay, so there's nothing really out here other than to see that spot above the balcony.
Creepy. Maya. I hope you're all right.
By the way, thought any more about college? Well, this truly is a teenage horror game. I can't do it. You don't decide right away. So, what's the college? Are you not coming back here? No way, I'll come back occasionally. My parents would give me shit if I didn't come home for breaks. But yeah, just give college some more thought, okay? I told you I can't go. It's not for me. Studying isn't my thing. I told you I would help you. It's fine. I can't do anything. Don't know what I'd do if I got in. That's not true. You're way too hard on yourself. Be proud of who you are. Wait, what about those drawings you showed me? You could audit an art class. It could lead to a job. Those aren't her drawings. Or are they? I'm not Maya, okay?
Emily doesn't get it.
Gotcha. So you don't really like this place. I get it. People in this town see graffiti as nothing but trashy doodles. And my classmates talk about me. Might not be a bad idea to leave town, actually. The great thing about graffiti is the world's your canvas. And as long as I'm with you, I can have fun anywhere.
There's no way out.
A game like that, it was fine. You just didn't like horror games like, say, Suffering 1 or other horror games that eliminate batteries and flashlights. Didn't do anything with it other than you can't see. Sure, yeah. She's a reason for the loser's sticky notes. Oh, I mean, there's definitely a connection because they showed up during that. So keep out your.
Maya, are you here? Is this your studio?
Let's say Skizzenbutch.
Are these Maya's sketches? These aren't even finished. And they look this good. They seem happy. A new life. So full of life.
Oh, who was that?
Maya?
Where are you? This place is dangerous. We need to go. I ran into a single monster. I respond, please.
Why won't she reply? Where are you? Am I going crazy?
Nice camera effect there. Your character in this looks a bit like the one from Forspoken. Maybe only a little bit. I don't know. I haven't really played Forspoken or anything, so. Yeah, that's not the way to go. Oh.
It's beautiful. Who did Maya have in mind?
It was you.
Post this too? Even more followers. I lost followers again. Some new followers here. I need to upload stuff like this to get as many likes as Maya.
Sexy, loving it.
Stop with the boring photos already.
No sexy stuff, no followers.
Wow, you hate your followers. Oh, congrats on reaching your follower goal.
We want sexy pics already.
Just stop, please.
Someone can't handle social media, even though that's pretty normal social media stuff, especially if you're, you know, a female on social media. I imagine there's always gonna be a creepy guy that says stuff like that regardless.
I'm sorry. You have your own situation to deal with. I was out of line. I was thinking selfishly. I'm so sorry.
No, I shouldn't have gotten mad like that.
Thanks, Anita. I guess I haven't accepted Maya's death yet.
Huh?
Why did she jump from the villa? Why did she have to die?
Maya's dead? Wait. Maya's really dead? How could I forget that?
Are you alright, Anita?
Because you got James Sunderland about his wife.
Hello?
Well, this was on too, I guess.
Who's this?
Find it.
Who?
Okay, they usually say that for the dramatic reveal at the end, but I guess it's like you find out now and it's just like, okay, well, who is posting as Maya or whatever? Did she go to the same place as Henry to be this meh? She has a little bit more emotion than Henry, honestly. Henry was like a plank of wood in 4, let's be honest. Most things can beat that. Oh god, the frame rate. It like started there. I wonder if that could have been just an effect. Sure, this is the right way. Follow the light. Follow the lights. Oh, okay. That actually looked kind of cool, like kind of creepy stop motion. There's a lot of people with bags on their head there. Go up the stairs.
Maya died. But her art lives on. Even more followers. No one is ever going to notice me. This is where Maya jumped from.
Bad things happen because of you!
Maybe I can be like her. Here goes.
And she woke up in the room again? Maybe. again with his warning, it's like, yeah, like I understand they need to do this, but it's like at this point you kind of get it. Like I'm not trying to take the piss out of this or anything, but it does seem a little like it's like yes, they do have to hammer in this fact that yes, it's on suicide. It's a very serious topic, and you obviously don't want this to like affect your judgment. And that if you do have those kind of feelings, you should seek help like this. But this is like the third time they've done this, and it's like during the middle of the game. Like during the beginning of the game, I can understand, and when you boot it up, yes, but after the actual suicide, when you know it's coming because of those warnings, it's like we know.
Am I back at the villa?
And it looks like we're looping.
But why didn't I die?
You find it? Find what? Can't leave till you find it. This really you, Maya? Can't leave till you find it. Maya's dead. You're not her. Can't leave till you find it. Oh, great. It's a bot. Who the frick is this? Can't leave until you find it. Tell me!
What the fuck?
Oh. Right, so it's Silent Hill 4. I don't know about that, even though this does kind of look like the whole, but...
Battery.
Well, find an outlet and charge your phone then. I do kind of feel like this kind of game is like a few years late, after canceling PT type of thing. I don't know. Not that you can't do a first-person thing like this, especially in the wake of Resident Evil 7 and 8, but it's kind of hard to top that. That girl gets an empty plate. Okay, still having serious mom issues. Got it. Even Resident Evil 7 did good. Yeah, they even had even the demo kind of like did some PT stuff, even some cryptic nonsense you had to do. But at least for that, it was just for an optional like coin you can get in the game, which I actually did do. So yeah. But I don't know. This definitely kind of feels like to the first-person horror party a little bit. I was able to solve one of the steps. The rest was way over your head. Yeah, like if you thought PT was cryptic, like that Resident Evil 7 demo stuff was even more obtuse, to say the least. Ah, a flashlight. Or is that just a lamp? I thought this was like a flashlight, but no, I guess it's a lamp.
What? Who would do this?
Probably you, because you were jealous. Her getting more followers on not Twitter. So it is quite dark. Have to go this way? Barely see. Okay, grab the knife. Guess not. One of those no combat, Silent Hills. Children who turn trauma into tales. I mean, isn't that just the series in general? It's Solitude and Anxiety in Teenagers, Part 2. All the teenagers surveyed suffer from deep psychological issues caused by past experiences, and interestingly, all of them conceptualize those issues as grandiose stories of sorts. One girl placed herself in the role of a tragic hero, convincing herself she was at the mercy of an abusive stepmother, and that her loving real mother existed somewhere else. Another girl viewed her childhood scars as stigmata, believing those scars would bloom into beautiful cherry blossoms. These convenient tales in the face of extreme adversity are born out of a deep desire to escape unbearable pain and self-hatred. The greater the trauma, the more grandiose the story surrounding it. These notes are definitely here to be like, hey, get it? Type of thing.
Wait, it's back on?
Okay, I don't know how you would know that, but sure. It's a phone rang.
How could somebody do this? Some people really have nothing better to do. Wait. I bet it was these guys.
Oh, like those guys in the paper bags. Hi. This one has darts in them. They all have darts in them. So, I mean, she got a bunch of haters on Twitter. It's like, so what? There's going to be comments like that no matter what, no matter how good your artist is. There's always going to be some people like that on the internet.
This.
Maybe I'm just desensitized because I've been on the line for so long, but it's just like, come on. But I get it if you're younger and you're just starting out on the internet. I know that kind of stuff could probably get under your skin, but nah. So maybe I shouldn't take too much. Shouldn't take be dismissive of that entirely, but.
This is just like before.
Whatever the reply, I fell asleep. Feeling okay? Enough to get out of bed. Sorry for being a bad friend. So am I really dead? Why are you asking that? Please tell me. Like at least it's gone either, which it was like she seemed perfectly fine before it happened. Am I really is dead then? Yeah? And Nita, are you okay? You getting enough sleep? Kinda. I'm taking some really good meds. Meds are good, but what about therapy?
You're so good to me, but you're leaving me behind.
No, she's going to college. Then you won't see her in person all that much. It's not like you keep in touch with her anyway. Thanks to you know, texts and or whatever else you can talk to her online with. I really didn't tell you anything? No. All she talked about was a book she read recently. Still, I feel guilty for what happened. Even if she didn't tell me anything, I could have just known something was up.
Did Maya really not say anything? Like, at all? What'd you think of the book? The author killed themselves when they were young. Something beautiful from something tragic. It's kind of enchanting, isn't it? I wonder what they were thinking right before they died. Anyway.
What do you mean,
I
anyway?
didn't think you'd share your thoughts in a letter. You really are shy, aren't you? Actually, kinda like that, though. You write in a really flowery and passionate way. I can't wait to read more. Oh, okay. Letters.
Okay, there's this room again. Belief in the Witch of Kinstalt. Those who believe in the Witch of Kinstalt may share many practices with modern Wiccans, such as praying for bountiful harvest and goddess worship. What sets the practice apart is its slight bend in both Western and Eastern customs. As to what led to the mixing of customs, there is one rather creative theory. During the joint efforts of Japanese and German entrepreneurs and laborers in the 1930s to foster economic growth and prosperity, there was an exchange in cultural beliefs, giving rise to the belief in witches.
Wonder what those guys are talking about. Fortune telling? A lot of people are getting into that, huh? You don't believe in that stuff? Well, I think there's something real about it. My great-grandmother was a fortune teller. I hear people here used to treat her like some sort of prophet. But they all eventually turned on my great-grandmother. Guess you can predict other people's futures, but not your own.
Also, paper swans. Oh, there's a fortune teller. Things were on cue.
Tarot cards. No point predicting my future.
You want food, do what I say. Sheesh. Strict kitchen rules. In Japanese culture, there has long been a sense of beauty in sacrifice, with harakiri, killing oneself by slicing one's stomach, being a prime example. The idea was that by taking your own life, you symbiotically purge the world of your transgressions and purify yourself. This concept can be confusing to many Westerners, with young people incorrectly assuming the Japanese yearn for a beautiful way to die. Modern Japanese people, however, do not view suicide in such a positive light anymore. The life they value is not the biological variety, but rather a social one, where death is needed to protect that life.
If you want food, do what I say.
Okay. Back this way, I guess. That just leads back out there, which I don't think do anything there. Trash room. Oh boy. This is your fault, everything. You're a heartless bitch. You stole my only friend, my place in this world, all of it. You don't even care. I'm invisible to you. I fucking hate you. You're not telling. You're not special. You're all those shit stains art. Came out of nowhere and ruined everything. Fuck. F off, F off, F off, F off, F off. Get the fuck out of my life, you piece of... Okay, sheesh. Well, I guess it's appropriate that mess is in the trash room. Deutschland Medical University School of Medicine, Orientation. Dear incoming freshmen, welcome to Deutschland Medical University. Founded in 1709, EMU is one of Europe's oldest and most revered institutions. Its state-of-the-art research facilities eagerly await your arrival. Oriented details when? September 24th, 2021. Where? School of Medicine Central Lecture Hall. Please wear a mask when attending. Yeah, this was still,
This is for the college Amelie wants to go to.
Hey, Nate, you got a minute to talk? Sure, what's up? You seemed kind of out of it before. If something's bothering you, you can let me know. Thanks, but I'm fine. Sorry to bring up, don't want to pry. Nah, it's okay, I don't mind. Hey, we should go shopping together sometime. I haven't left my house in what feels like forever. Plus my brother's coming here. Oh, right, you okay? Yeah, just gonna try and avoid him as much as possible. So shopping, yeah, we can find you something cute. I'm good, I'm not a fan of crowds. Nothing looks cute on me anyway. Stop talking like that, you're way too hard on yourself. You got the looks, you just need to find the right outfit.
Too hard on myself, huh? Amelie's the only one who thinks that.
All in there. North River, okay. Is this the new Silent Hill? This is a new Silent Hill game? Yeah, it is. It was kind of like just dropped a few days ago after, during the state of play. And so far it's just been kind of like a narrative, like, walk around. And there's been a couple chase sequences, but nothing really... It's not really like the other Silent Hill games. This is more like a free, short experience type of thing. You knew they were making new ones, but you didn't hear about this. Yeah, this one just kind of came out of nowhere. So it did kind of surprise people. September 23rd, 2020. I haven't been able to study since my brother came back for Christmas break. He's nice and doesn't interrupt my studies or anything, but I can't stand him staring at me. I know he's probably just messing with me back then, but I've been scared of him ever since. It's made me hate any guy looking at me. I can't believe other girls walk around school town showing so much skin. Is this PS5 exclusive? Yeah, I believe so at the moment anyway. I don't know if this will ever... I'm not sure if this is going to come out on PC or whatever, but... So I know the Silent Hill 2 remake's coming out on PC as well. But it's like PS5 console exclusive at the moment. I don't know if any of the Silent Hill stuff like that, like this or 2 remakes, coming to Series X or anything, but who knows? I mean, the original Silent Hill 2 got ported to Xbox. I don't see why not. February 21st, 2021. I think I'm finally finding my study groove. My test scores are really good. I'm worried about how much my parents are fighting recently, though. They were yelling at each other again today. I asked Mom why, but she couldn't say. Because Sony loves to be anti-consumer and strike these times exclusive deals. I mean, it's kind of what they do, honestly. It's like... I mean, I don't know. Exclusivity is always kind of like a weird, like on one hand, yes, it sucks if you don't have the system and you don't have it, but on the other hand, it kind of incentivizes you to actually get the system in that games and have a reason to have said system. Because otherwise, people will just go, "Oh, why bother when you can just get a good gaming PC?" So, I don't know. Plus, people kind of make fun of like having PS5 having no actual exclusives. So even if they're timed, it's like at least there's something for at least a little while. May 11th, 2021. This is it. Test day tomorrow. Mom told me I should be proud of myself since I worked so hard, so I'm feeling great. She's not my real mom, but I know she loves me and I love her. Mom, I'm gonna ace this test tomorrow for both you and Dad. Oh no, is this literally like creepy stepbrother territory? Not real mom, is that his... if that's her son, as her brother? Eh. Man, this place is almost as decrepit as the guest house in Resident Evil 7. Towel there. It's a scummy half-assed way of Sony to try and be competitive. I mean, sure, but at the same time, when you're gonna have to be, especially if you're up against Microsoft and Nintendo, so I kind of don't blame them. Of course, I'm like one of the people who are just like, why not just get all of them? But then you're like, but then you have to spend so much money on all these systems and games and not enough time to play them all. Yeah. I finally focused on my studies, so I think I might pull an all-nighter. Won't be good for my skin. I can just hear people call me troll and nerd. Why troll? The connotation for troll is different than whatever. But I don't care. I have to make it to college in the city. Mom and Dad are counting me to do well. I'll make them proud by getting into my first choice. Alright, it's time to hit the books till morning. December 9th, 2020. Dad was talking today about how there was a plan to rebuild the town. They were going to use a bunch of funding from China to turn the town into something better, but everything got canceled due to COVID. Sure, I would have been nice if they got through, but I just couldn't see it happen, even if things had worked out. Not in this place. It hasn't been special since I was little. There's nothing to do. The buildings are ancient. It's a dump. This is like the most like extremist like teenage nightmare scenario ever. It's like, oh man, like, oh no, I'm not gonna get accepted to school, and my town's a dump, and I won't be able to leave this town, and all this stuff. Like they're definitely going hard into that aspect of that teenage dread, or whatever you want to call it. My future isn't here, it's in the city, where college life is waiting for me. Everything's right on my exam entrance next year. I have to get out before my brother comes back. You didn't read my previous message? I did. Oh, the previous message before that? Oh yeah, okay. Full exclusivity is fine because the company usually pays for the budget. Game. If the exclusive case, you don't pay for the budget, you just give the publishers a few extras. Doesn't help the game at all. Eh.
Stay home alone!
Okay. Home Alone. I don't know, it's like they usually just give they basically give in advance to people to be like, hey, we'll give you this if you put it on our system first. And it's like, I mean, are publishers going to say no to money, or are developers going to say no to that kind of money? Probably not. So it may seem a bit underhanded, but at least it's effective. And maybe not. For some cases, it might not help the game entirely, but other times they might still do okay if they were given enough money for it. August 24th, 2021. Got some materials for my first choice in the mail today. I'm going to be a college freshman. I'm so happy. I still can't believe it. Mom, Dad, I'm going to study my ass off and be the best daughter ever. Thank you so much for everything. And cue them yelling and bankruptcy. Mom and Dad are yelling at each other. They're talking about bankruptcy. Wasn't everything supposed to work out? Even without that rebuilding plan? So that means they're out of money, right? Does this mean I can't go to college? All that hard work for nothing? I mean, the scholarships, student loans. I mean, student loans suck because you have to pay all that after, but I don't know. No way, don't leave me, Mom. I can't stay here. I can't be stuck here with my brother. Mom just left. She told me to get out of the way. I have to get out of here. I want to disappear, but where would I go? This is all a bad dream. This is all a bad dream. This is all a bad dream.
Amelie hated the way her brother looked at her. I bet she wants to leave to get away from all that.
Young Dunstown found dead. Possible suicide. At around 10 a.m. on the 24th, a local resident reported seeing an 18-year-old female high school student fall from the roof of Kettle-style apartment building. The girl was rushed to the hospital but was pronounced dead 2 hours later. According to school staff, the girl was distraught over not being able to attend college due to troubles at home. No note or diary was found, but police still believe her death may be suicide.
Amelie's not like this, though. Right?
This again. Xbox has you worried about how you're buying up so many companies, but you're also hopefully that'll help the industry. At least they can separate the devs that have been forced to work on COD for the past 15 years. Maybe we can only hope. Because a lot of companies got absorbed in the Call of Duty blob. But I don't know. I guess we'll have to just wait and see how that all turns out. Because I know one example of a company that has that acquired a lot of studios and have been kind of a bit of on a shit show lately has been Embracer Group. Because not only was like the Time Splitters game canceled, but there was also like a Deus Ex game that in the works that got canceled. So they've been on a lot of shit lists for a lot of people being like, "Wow, good job, guys! You acquired all these companies and bit off more than you can chew," type of thing. Raven never saw got absorbed by COD. Yeah, and also like Toys for Bob and and other developers that did a lot of like good stuff, like or Vicarious Visions, you know, that did like the Crash Bandicoot remakes and stuff like that. I don't know if once Microsoft is fully integrated, if they'll actually help, you know, get them out of there and be like, okay, guys, I know Call of Duty is big, but you don't need everybody to work on it 24/7. But who knows? Maybe. We'll see. Trash room. Been at the trash room. Well, they fired the president of Activision. I think they said they were going to stop yearly COD releases, which is good. Yeah, I think game companies are finally starting to realize, yeah, we can't do yearly game releases anymore. Because even Ubisoft like stopped doing that with Assassin's Creed. Like even they were like, okay, no, we can't do this every single year. This is too much. Oh gee, a school.
School.
You never see that in a horror game. Then again, I mean, then again, Silent Hill is known for its school levels, at least in the first game. Oh, there's this skateboard line here. This is like a recurring dream to keep getting of school. You're like back in school for no reason, even though you graduated years ago. Except this is more like, oh.
Go away!
Your schools never look like this. Your schools are a bunch of trailers parked around a big gate. Need representation? No, this is just typical Western style school or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so can I... Oh, locker. Witch's locker. Am I being called a witch like in Silent Hill 1?
What the hell?
Get out, you freak slut!
Your art's fucking
You're a
weird!
freak.
Cocky piece of shit!
They copying the Silent Hill 1 and 3 story? No. I think that's just general, like... Like general, like, oh, everybody hates me and calls me names. Even though this is like a vast exaggeration of it, type of thing.
Trace! Shut your whore mouth!
Ugly!
Terry Funks hate schools.
Get out, you freak!
Alright, fine, jeez. Oh. That's a kind of interesting effect, looking effect, actually. Very twisty. I prefer the Silent Hill 2 mythos or the 1 and 3 mythos. That's a bit tricky. I mean, I like the idea behind 2.
Not a freak. She's my friend.
But the problem is that there's an over-reliance on that aspect of 2. Because you can argue, like, it just leads to stuff like being like, oh, that just gives an excuse to do psychological trauma for stuff like this all the time. And the cult stuff in like 1 and 3, and I guess 4, I think it's interesting enough, but I can understand people me being less interested in that and more like how they pulled off the psychology aspects of 2. Oh, time to run. Nice eyeball post notes. Stupid. Okay. Oh, your fault. Oh, these guys again? Okay. Oh. I just went around in a circle.
Are you gonna pick up
Oh, hi. Uh-oh. Okay. I think I might be going around in circles a little bit. Oh, wait. I think I made it.
Why are you chasing me?
Because you got issues.
Not again. Not again. What did I do to deserve this?
Find it. Find what? Tell me what I'm looking for. Find it.
What the fuck am I supposed to find?
You love both, but for the story 1 and 3, where the town is haunted because of the satanic religion, which burning Alyssa's powers. I mean, sure, but it kind of like, I don't know. I guess it kind of ruins the mystery a little bit of like 2. Whereas like, I know Silent Hill is meant to be more like a force. That kind of like, it kind of has that otherworldly stuff happen to people, and the cult is definitely surrounded by it type of thing. I don't know. As much as overdone it is as overdone it is people trying to do the aspects of 2. Let's just say when games try to follow up on the cult stuff, it was really dumb. You can see Homecoming for that. She won't say what it is. What it is to get. It is to get it, but get a reply that says something normal. January 31st. I haven't really been in a good mood since this morning. I tried to lose myself in my graffiti, but I really wasn't feeling it. Maybe it's because Mom and I argued this morning? Probably not. We've clashed before. I've known for a long time we value different things. Is it because my classmates tease me? I doubt it. They don't know me. They're just taking their issues out on someone. Not because I lost that special person in the hope he gave me, right? Why do I feel like this? I never felt like this before. Oh, it was you. Who would have thought?
The girl in this picture is Amelie.
Amelie. Thought it'd be you. It's like I thought it'd be. Hostel Coming was ripping off the movie or how the cult worked than the one from the games. I guess. I guess Homecoming did take a lot from the movie. Considering it was like the game after the movies type of thing. Pregnancy test positive. Oh. That complicate things.
This guy looks familiar. They're hurt. Where are you going? Yeah, that's right. Amelie.
Oh no, he's emo.
What's that? Oh, you like what you see? Come closer then. Wait a sec. You two are from my class. Those glasses look good on you.
Oh, these graphics are amazing.
Sorry, she's so cute. I couldn't help myself.
Live action graphics. Oh, hey, that's real life.
Feel free to stop by
actor.
anytime.
For
You're always welcome.
Maya only ever cared about Amelie. She didn't see me. I was invisible to her.
Alright. Where everyone's buying PS5s. Looks like real life. Oh. That Akira's guitar playing there? Could be.
The library. So I'm back at school.
There's no beauty in any of this. Oh, sorry. I was just thinking about something. I borrowed that book you wanted. I finished it, so it's all yours. I wrote my impressions in a letter. Read it when you get home, okay?
Imagine how boring video games must look if they actually looked in real life. I mean, you could argue that some games make a bit too much of a focus to try to look realistic and it loses some of that artistic vision or whatever, but
Where was it?
if you strike a balance, I think it can still work if it looks good enough. Or you could just do something like this and be like sprinkling live action stuff. Learn German. Landscapes. History of Sapiens. Return to Monkey. The English Dictionary. Physics. I thought that was like a for dummy book there. Where's Lord of the Rings? Well, we have to go to the fiction section for that. This looks like it's actually in German here. Yeah, because this actually takes place in German. little interesting. I don't think we've ever had a Silent Hill, because Silent Hill always takes place in, like, you know, in Silent Hill, which is like a kind of a fictional American town, but here it's like different place. So then I don't know how this ties into Silent Hill really at all, other than, you know, being subjected to traumatic events and seeing a creepy creature and Every library is Lord of the Rings. Kiddenstad, the town cursed by a witch. Malicious magic to blame for city slump? Kiddenstad continues to see a rapid decline in its population. The birth rate is a mere 0.7, less than half of the German nation average, 1.6. Miscarriages are also at 31%, more than double the average, 15%. The economy is in shambles, and the once booming industrial city has failed to revitalize itself twice. A number of researchers studying the occult point to a witch as the cause of the economic downfall in Kiddenstad. The witch was a Japanese woman who used her clairvoyance to influence the economic development of the town in the 1930s. Researchers believe she was hunted down and killed. Before her death, she is believed to have placed a curse on the town, stymieing its growth. Oh, I wonder if that's the Maya's great-grandmother she talked about, you know, being a fortune teller. Yeah, it definitely doesn't fit in the mythos of Silent Hill 1 and 3. Yeah, that's kind of the problem.
So, it is a curse.
Because a lot of the...
But why me? Why
So-
do I have to be cursed like this?
Are you, though? Find it. Is this your curse? Find it.
Find what in a place like this?
Lord of the Rings. We need to find Lord of the Rings. Clearly. I think these are the same German and learn books, though. And Sapiens. It's like the same, like, dozen books over and over. As repeating textures. Habits are everything. But yeah, a lot of the games just do the whole, like, Silent Hill 2 thing. It's like, I get it because it's the most popular, but it is a little overplayed. But the problem is, if you try to go back to the cult stuff, they end up with dumb stuff like in Homecoming. I'm just like, So it's kind of like a catch-22 of like, well, 'cause if they go back to the cult stuff, it could get really stupid again. This Lord of the Rings?
There's space for a book here. Wait, I think I know these.
Oh, it's the book that she read. Worst library ever.
No way.
Design. Let's see. Anything else in this library? Mysteries of the Night. You ever play Tormented Souls or Signalist? No. I've heard good things about Signalist. I might consider playing that at some point. There isn't much here, only 3 things to interact with. I figured, but I'm just doing my usual, like, scouring around in case I missed anything. Joystick listing a vouch for that. Super hard. Yeah, I do know that. Tormented Souls is much better. It's so so good. They're also making 2 soon. Huh. I'll have to look into that. So I feel like I've heard the name Tormented Souls, but I don't recall what that game is, really.
Why does this
Far
always
forward with fixed camera angles. Oh, okay, so throwback game. Got it. That's right. I did a review on it. Oh, maybe that's where I kind of maybe heard the name before.
before?
Oh, hang on. My phone's... Don't give me text messages. You ready, you? You left me on read, so I was worried. Sorry, I was just thinking about Maya. Got that game real cheap on PS5 and was debating on putting that in the Halloween docket this year. Not sure if you know this, but Maya was bullied at school. I know. But she said she was okay. I figured I shouldn't push the issue. Then it was too late. Why didn't she say anything before she died? I wish she had talked to me. Maybe she didn't see me as a friend.
That's not true.
Bullshit, it's not true. Yeah, that or every version of Code Veronica. Well, what versions do you have to do left? Are you, what, like the HD version and the GameCube version? Dreamcast version? Like what? Or Missiles is very much worth playing. I think it's better than Singless. Huh. Well, I'll probably have to consider both then. Maybe for this year's Halloween or something. Dreamcast, HD, GameCube. I just did the HD version, but, I mean, I'm not gonna tell you what you can't stream. Restream the PS2 version with better quality? Oh, jeez.
What?
Jeez. Okay, there's a 2. Maybe that's just a random thing.
Maya's locker. No, it's not here. It wasn't here before either. My locker. Why is it locked?
Is it's a
there
locker.
Something I don't want to see?
Okay. Wow, an actual puzzle. Okay, so there, that 2 is part of it.
Amelie's locker. Yes. It's just a novel. Wait a sec. Wait.
Okay, so paper. So far, there's a 2. That. Anything on the desk? Number-wise? No numbers there. Nice face there. Yago Man? Yagu Man? Something family. Oh, this is the this is this is the chainsaw guy from Resident Evil 4. This is his family picture. Oh, there's the 1. So there's a 2 and a 1. For some reason I'm thinking of White Day with how this game turned. I mean, that's the game where you like, that's the horror game where you're like in school and it's like, you have a phone, I think. It was like a Korean sort of a horror game, I think. Dr. Salvador. Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of. That guy. Resident Evil 4. Get a wife and kid. Who would have thought? Oh, 3, 1. So 3, 1, 2. I could just process and eliminate, but I probably should find that 4th number. Unless I'm being, 3, 1. Oh. 0. So is it 0, 3? Or is it 1, 0, 3, 2? I guess we'll just try combinations of those 4 numbers and see which one's correct.
It won't open.
Yeah, let's try. No. No. $2013? No. Is there a certain order to them? 2, 1, 2, 1, 0, 3. I try that. 2, 1. Oh, that is that. 1, 0, 3. Or is it just like 1? Or is it? No, it wouldn't be that simple. 3, 2. No. 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 Feel dumb. Was there a certain order you had to do these in?
I know what's inside.
Okay. I had to process and eliminate that one.
Wait. Here it is. What's this letter? Was it inside the book?
Remember when I said I wanted to live like a cherry blossom? To be beautiful and dignified for a fleeting moment, simply by letting go of life. Daring to bloom, knowing it won't last. And so falling in vivid color. I wish I could live like that. I want to experience true beauty, if only for I met someone who made me feel different. He showed me a whole new world. Gave me hope. I honestly thought he could help me find a new me. I felt it with all my heart. But people didn't understand us. Didn't want that from us. In the end, they took my hope from me. They took him away. People who can't achieve beauty seek comfort in others. They fear anyone different, hate them, try to tear them down. I can't take much more of this. I wish you and I could run away together, Amelie. Just me and you.
Maya. She was asking Amelie for help. But I just... Maya, you have everything. You're way more talented than me. So, why? Why take Amelie from me? You acted like I wasn't even there. Amelie is my friend. She's mine.
Oh, someone's jealous.
I only wanted to take her down a bit. She was taking Amelie away from me. She wouldn't pay attention to me. How was I supposed to know she'd actually kill herself?
Okay, I guess gotta go this way now. Now that we know that. Oh. Okay. Get through the holes. Feels like this is like kind of looping. Oh, hi. I'll go the other way. Follow the light. Okay. Bunch of lockers, so the scene is different. I think I'm going the right way. Oh, okay. Maybe I can loop around her. There we go. Oh, I think I got caught. Yep. I just got my arm down my throat. Or got the arm down the throat there. Oh, okay. Sands of time power got activated. Alright.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Alright, let's try that again. I think she's gonna be there. I gotta like juke past her to get to that area. Okay, next area. Okay.
Someone, please, notice me.
Maybe I can just avoid the doors that like slow you down. Yeah, there we go. There's those doors that like they were all like spiky and stuff, they actually slowed you down. You actually don't want to run into them. That's what got me last time. When you want your post to be doing numbers, please notice me. The weird thing how she blurred that out though. That's a one line I'm just like, really?
I finally get it. I know what you wanted me to find.
Anita, what's up?
I'm so sorry, Amelie. Maya died because I killed her.
What are you talking about?
You and Maya wrote letters to each other, right?
Yeah, but then Maya jumped off the villa roof.
Well, there was supposed to be one in the last book you had, too.
What?
That letter was a message for you.
Why are you telling me this, Anita?
I was jealous of Maya. I was afraid she'd take you away from me. My mom was right. I should never have been born.
Whoa, wait, Anita, calm down.
Oh, here we go again. And again, very serious subject matter, but yeah, we understand. Okay, loop 3, I guess.
What? But I jumped off the building.
Oh. I generic quote now.
Even if I die, this doesn't end. How many times do I have to go through this?
Find it. Can I get you to forgive me? Please, Maya, tell me. Why won't you say anything? Gotta find it. Jeremy, record. Okay. You know the source message. Yeah, I got a short message for this game. F you. Okay. Probably best I can do right at the moment. February 4th. I ended up to the roof of the villa. Couldn't help but think of the girl who jumped to her death last year. Actually, a lot of girls killed themselves there. All teens, supposedly. Now the place is a famous spot for people to kill themselves. Looking down from the roof, I could see how high up I was. Thought of a slight breeze sending me flying. They feel a little queasy. Were they not scared? What was going on through their heads? Were they jumping away from something or to something? Okay, well. Obviously, this is all happening because extreme guilt-ridden things, and it's just like, yeah. No exit. No future. Okay. This game definitely delays it a little thick. We dare go outside.
Don't you dare go outside!
Hope. Okay, I guess I'll see what's in here first. Actually, no, this is a dead end. A lot of it's dead ends right now. I can't go in the trash room. I can't squeeze in through there. Oh, the Silent Hill phenomenon. Oh, hey, they're actually referencing Silent Hill in this game. Who'd have thought? Why is it called the Silent Hill phenomenon? So, the suicide rate has increased around the world, in large part due to the struggles brought by the COVID-19 pandemic, with countries still unsure how best to handle the issue. I mean, I know this was made kind of during that, but this does kind of date it pretty heavily. These trying times have also given rise to a strange phenomenon in many areas. Those affected suddenly claim to see fog, or even on fair weather days, and lose consciousness shortly after. This has come to be known as the Silent Hill phenomenon, named after a similar event that occurred in Eponymous U.S. town. Do people actually know about that? I thought it was kind of like it only happened within like a certain realm, and only certain people actually saw what happened in Silent Hill. Otherwise, it's just a normal U.S. city. Like, is this them trying to tie in the effects of Silent Hill to this? The first to propose a theory explaining why this could be happening is Dr. Triple X, a social psychologist at Triple X University, who had the following to say on the matter. To one who is psychologically unstable, fog represents uncertainty and sensory illusions. When in a state of high stress, one's visions may become obscured or tunneled, as if one is wandering through a dense fog or mist. Societal uncertainty or apprehension about the future manifests as a fog, thus blurring the lines between illusionary and reality. I feel like they're kind of over-explaining the fog aspect, when in reality, the fog was there because of hardware limitations for draw distance. But it was also, well, I mean, there is that aspect, but it was a clever way to incorporate that while also being like, hey, this is how we can get around rendering less draw distance. I know the fog is a staple, but it's like to try and actually explain it to this detail. I don't know. It comes across as like someone who as like something you would like look up to find out what the meaning behind the fog is, type of thing. Which sure, but to have it explained to you in game is a little. It kind of loses the mystery of the fog a little bit. As time goes on, we are seeing more and more cases of the Silent Hill phenomenon. In response, Dr. Triple X calls for a rapid rebuilding of society, as well as stronger emphasis on counseling and mental health care for the young. I mean, it wasn't, well... It didn't just affect teenagers, though. Maybe I guess if it's like... If the Silent Hill phenomenon, as I guess it's called, it's somehow getting a better grasp on traumatic people because of COVID-19 of all things. Because, oh no, the world's even more to despair. I'm just like, okay. People are doom scrolling too much on Twitter. The Silent Hill phenomenon is now reaching out to those that are affected. I don't know about that. I really don't. I know it's a weird thing to kind of nitpick, but it's like, I know what they're trying to do, but it seems a little unnecessary to kind of try and relate this to like recent, to the modern era, I guess you could say. Okay. Well, the phone essentially being the radio is actually, well, it's an aspect that does work for a modern Silent Hill setting.
This is... Wait, me and my mom lived here. This is our living room.
Oh, the mirror isn't reflective. The TV is quite dusty. Ugh. Drawings. Slightly disturbing. I actually do kind of like that effect where it's like a family photo, but the face is like obscured. Like it's a blurred memory, recollection type of thing. Open the fridge? No. Oh, here we go. December 29, 2011. Oh, jeez. Gonna make me feel old because his character was, you know, only like 7 or something. I finally lost touch with him. Never see him again. I thought I found my happily ever after, but it was all a dream. It was all a dream. However, I haven't lost everything. I still have my children, my cute little angels who light up my life. Angels. Okay, now the door's open. You have to read that note. Oh, and it's... Oh, we're looping. Pizza.
Why won't you listen to a damn thing I say?
They've only talked and yelling. So far. At least by the accounts of, you know... No. The apartment is dirty. They didn't even take out the trash. February 10th, 2012. My new man showed up to my place today with pizza. Children definitely need a father, but they still won't take to him. He looked annoyed when he left. I hope he doesn't hate me. December 22nd, 2012. My daughter drew a picture of our family. We're smiling and holding hands. I wish she would I've drawn him as well. Maybe she doesn't realize he might join our family? She is slower than other kids her age. Oh, jeez. I'm sure she'll catch up and pass them soon enough. I know how to raise a child. I'm a good mother. I'm nothing like that heartless bitch who raised me. I won't fill my children with hate and fear. And Q raising her with hate and fear. In the bedroom. March 7th, 2012. He showed up again with a smile on his face and a pizza in his hands from the new place he was raving about. My daughter hated the pizza, though. She's extremely picky. What, did he get pineapple on it or something? I should probably teach her to eat things she doesn't like. I know I was forced to eat things I hated when I was a kid, but I guess it has to be done. March 2nd, 2012. The kids finally blew up in front of him today. He was exhausted from work and said he just wanted to relax. He makes me feel so good, but I can't do the same for him. Maybe I'm not strict enough with them. We need him for a happy life, and I need them to realize that. I know it's probably a little harsh, but maybe if they don't see the light for a while, they'll finally see the light in him. What does that even mean? He told me the banging on the closet door was making it hard for him to unwind. If they would just be quiet for a little bit, everything would be fine. What's wrong with them? He doesn't visit as much as he used to. I don't figure out I may never see him again. It's just okay. What, they just put him in the freaking closet? Like, wait.
I'm giving up my life for you!
Nice face. Bathroom is just full of trash. May 9th, 2012. Everything seems to be going well now that we've been going out on dates. He was worried about my kids, so he brought them a bunch of books and toys. That should be enough to keep him occupied, right? I've been going out so much lately that I've left the place in a bit of a mess. I should clean it, but by the time I get back, I have no energy. May 25th, 2012. I got contacted by a child welfare center. Oops. I guess some nosy bitch or asshole might be reported hearing a child crying at night at my place. Fuck do they know? He hasn't called much lately. Am I destined to be alone? Everyone else is out enjoying life, while I'm working my ass off raising kids. Why am I the fucking bad guy? July 15th, 2012. If I hadn't had children, maybe I'd be planning my summer vacation with my friends right now. Nothing matters anymore. I'm just crawling through life. I know what's going on in the closet, but I can't look. I just want to be happy. What's wrong with that? I'm done. Wow. You're not winning Mother of the Year, that's for sure. So much for not raising them so much for not raising them like your own mother, huh?
Stop.
Oh, something's... Yeesh. Okay. Miss Krista Planert. We reached out you repeatedly, but have yet to receive a response. We take this to mean you have no intention of remedying this issue. We're in violation of German Civil Code, Article 1631, Section 2. Accordingly, the federal court has instructed us to take your children. Should you have any objections to this, please contact us as soon as possible. Frank Fisker, Installed Child Welfare Center. You're being sent to a foster home. And it's just right next door to the Flanders. Sorry, I couldn't resist making that since the reference. Boy found dead in refrigerator. Mother arrested. A boy is found dead in a refrigerator in the home of his 41-year-old mother, Person A, who was arrested by local authorities for hiding the body. Person A claims to have locked her son in the closet for more than a day to punish him, and when she noticed he wasn't moving the next morning, she hid his lifeless body in the refrigerator. Investigators are conducting an autopsy to determine the cause of death. During the investigation, Person A's daughter ran to a neighbor's house to call the police and report her mother for neglect. When detectives arrived at the house, they discovered her brother's body in the refrigerator and arrested the mother after she confessed to her crime. Oh, lovely.
You disobeyed me again! You can just stay in there! Don't lock me in here! Let me out! This is all your fault! Bad things happen because of you! You should never have been born! You're a burden! A curse for my mother! Yeah, that's exactly it! My mother yelled at me, hit me, locked me up! She inflicted the curse on my womb, and I gave it life!
Okay, then.
Let me out! Please don't leave me! Mom! Please don't leave me! Please don't leave me! I'm a curse. You always said you'd be better off without me. You're not my daughter! You're a burden! A curse for my mother! You're wrong, Mom. I am your daughter. And just like you, I'm cursed. Why am I seeing this room here in the villa? I tried so hard to forget this place.
Well, that's what the Silent Hill phenomenon does to you. It just brings out the worst in your repressed memories. Also, now we're back to, like, Paul, I guess. I guess before we were, like, short because child memories, I guess. Oh. Yeah, baby in the fridge. Hmm. Okay. Oh god. Okay, now things are looking pretty Silent Hill-ish. Was the phone making images?
I really like what you drew me way back.
I don't know what I collected there. Oh. Oops. Okay. Alright, it's the same death animation for that. Alright, you rewind back. Start over.
I'm sorry, Mom!
Okay. Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry, I didn't mute there for a sec. Oh god, the frame rate kind of takes a nosedive there when that loads in. But I think I'm supposed to like collect stuff during this sequence, like this.
I really like what you drew me way back.
Okay, it gives me an image of like a door or something.
You're into art, right? You could audit an art class.
Ooh, big fan. Big fan of the fan. Okay, everything's kind of caged up. Things are probably a little maze-like here. Okay, lots of interesting imagery going on here. Oh, please, guys. Okay. Okay, I'm close to another one.
What are you hiding inside?
Okay. Something I click on? Okay.
What's that? Oh, you like what you see?
Oh, okay. Juke around you. Wait. I think there might have been something there I missed. Somewhere around there. Need to get something. Oh, okay. Go the other way. Oh, okay. I need to get the last lock of that. That's where the door is. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh shoot. Okay, think we got past that. I just need to find that last thing. It was somewhere around here, wasn't it?
You're
There
way
it is.
too hard on yourself.
Okay, now the door is open. Oh, how do I get out of here, though? Okay. Yeah, where that door was. I know I passed it before. I think it's... Is it around here? I think I'm coming up to it, actually. Here we go. Okay.
Am I gonna be alone forever?
Well, that was probably the most Silent Hill looking, like, part of the game. March 13th, 2022. At approximately 1 p.m. on the 12th, a popular graffiti artist, CB, Mayo Echo Hindenburg, was found collapsed on the grounds of an apartment building in Hittenstadt. She was pronounced dead at the hospital. The death of the 18-year-old girl comes as a shock to not only the local community members, but also to all those who were familiar with her work. Authorities believe the cause of death may be suicide, but given her popularity and lack of warning signs to her peers, they have not ruled out foul play and are proceeding with full-scale investigation.
Wait. She killed herself half a year ago? Then that means I've been here this whole time? What'll it take for you to forgive me? Please, end this. Just let me die.
Before I relook at that. February 24th. First, I've been really absorbed in my work lately. I decided to paint the girls who jumped off the villa roof. I like to think they left this place for something better. I think I might finally be free of my despair because I never felt this inspired. I'm going to put every last bit of myself into this piece. March 4th. My roof piece is almost done. Might actually be a crowning achievement, but once this is done, then what? Do I have it in me to come up with something even better? How much longer can I enjoy the fame and praise I get now? Is there despair, disappointment waiting for me right around the corner? The sadness that gripped me before has clawed its way back into my mind. I guess it was always there. Who knows how often it'll show up? The thought makes my skin crawl. Maybe I should just end things while I'm still happy. Go out on a good note. I wish I could talk to someone about this. So to get into a bit of a serious subject, it's like, yeah, it's like, oh, you know, when that happens to someone and then people don't like, and people are like, wait, what? That actually happened to them? They didn't seem, that's the thing. It can affect those who don't express it outright like that. I knew somebody who I didn't know or didn't see, the obvious signs or anything, and that happened to them. So, like, as shocking as it may seem, it's like not unheard of for depression to take a hold of somebody when they don't outright show it. So it's not always a case of like it being obvious. Okay, and there's Emo Boy.
Is this me? When did she draw this?
I want to show the hidden side of girls. Their impulses, their urges. What are you hiding inside? Don't worry about what people think. Be proud.
So, she did notice me.
I guess we found it.
was so happy when my mom liked the first picture I drew. I could have had a different life, too. I guess someone finally did love me. You actually noticed me. I never thought you would. Emily, what should I do?
Anita, what's up?
I'm sorry, Emily. I'm such a piece of shit. I had no idea she'd do that.
What are you talking about? Did something happen?
I thought I was invisible. That I didn't matter. No matter what anyone said. I didn't listen.
Anita?
But you and Maya, both of you did see me. I should have figured that out sooner.
Anita? Wait. Where are you right now?
Thank you, Emily. You were always there for me. I'm going to go apologize to Maya now.
Wait! Anita! Calm down. Just listen to me.
Emily.
Okay, well, it's a good thing that you responded to the text, or read a text, because it broke the cycle.
I am here for you, Anita.
Seeking a connection with others is a sign of weakness. It's running away. The strongest animals don't form groups. They act alone and need only themselves to survive. Those who betray themselves to fit into a group are pathetic. There's no beauty in living like that. But I don't really mind. I just want someone to understand me. For those I love, and for those who love me, I want to keep moving forward and never look back to 18-year-old me.
Okamoto was producer and director of this, huh? Because he's involved with in the series. Well, I guess this was something. But yeah, Kiryu Yamaoka, that's the composer. He did do music for this. And Masahiro Ito did design the creature.
Moving day.
Oh.
Feels kind of scary leaving my hometown, but I'll be fine. I have my best friend with me.
Loneliness creeping to my skin, endless pain, dropped in vain when I see
I mean,
my hero
as a free thing, this was not
take me, your
like terrible thing to just kind of play through and experience, but I will say that it is a little heavy-handed in like, I guess because they wanted to like tell this story within the 2 hours as opposed to like Silent Hill games, which are usually spread out within like 10 hours or so. So the pacing of like what you're throwing at is for the character's drama is not as like full force like in this, where it's condensed into a 2 hour thing, and it's like, so they kind of throw everything at you, all of the trauma and stuff. Like, it's not that you can't have a Silent Hill game without this kind of trauma, but because it's like a condensed 2 hour thing, it's definitely very front loaded. Not to mention, it kind of feels like not to say that you can't have like a teenage traumatic experience like expressed like this, and it's not because like, oh, I'm just an old friend, I can't relate to that kind of thing, but it's more so that a lot of it felt very cliched, and a lot of it felt very heavy-handed, even for Silent Hill standards. Like, not only did she have to deal with, school bullies and the usual teenage angst stuff. Well, I shouldn't say teenage angst, more like teenage anxieties. But she had like an absolutely terrible upbringing with like a horrible mother that, to the point where she even lost a brother because of her. And it's like, at that point it seems a bit much even to believe that that kind of person could go through something like that and still not be, completely broken down.
no more time to replay.
Oh look, the credits is kind of doing the Silent Hill thing with like the imagery there.
Now she said
But yeah, but in terms of like an actual like Silent Hill thing, it's like there are moments that kind of feel a little Silent Hill-ish. Like there's like set pieces and stuff like, and those guys, even though they weren't really enemies, but they were static. They were like imagery that was still kind of a little bit effective in the whole that final chase sequence. It's probably the most they ever got to being a Silent Hill thing. It kind of reminded me of like a lot of the chase sequences in like Silent Hill Downpour and stuff like that. Especially when it got to the the red rusty stuff and like all the cages and everything, all the like the weird imagery within them and stuff like that. And the creature was not bad, even though it's just the one creature, but it was a bit effective. And yeah, the whole story, like I said, it's difficult to write a story of this nature and have it conveyed in the way that's like meaningful, and I'm sure they had good intentions with the story. And there is a bit of like a type of thing where it's like, yeah, she finally broke the cycle, and as trivial as it may sound to be like, okay, or as silly as it may sound to be like, okay, wait, let's just go shopping, let's just talk things out. It's like, it's still part of like the beginning of like the healing process or whatever. It's like, let's just do this, please. Just as an excuse to go and deal with this type of thing. And yeah, there's that issue again. I don't know. It's tricky to say that this is like. To me, it's tricky to call this terrible. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of in a weird mindset with this one. It's like I didn't outright hate the idea behind this, but at the same time, I didn't really get much out of this. I feel kind of like in a weird like. I don't want to say middling, but like. I don't know. I don't want to sound too wishy-washy about this, but it does feel like it was something that it's like it wanted to tell a story, and yeah, sure, it's there, but there were some things that felt like a little too much at times. This does not instill faith in the franchise again. Well, here's the problem. Like, this coming out of nowhere and being it's sort of its unique thing and story with kind of like a Silent Hill aesthetic to it. But it's not really a Silent Hill thing. Like, there's a very loose connection to it. It's like they just called the Silent Hill phenomenon, and it's like, okay, really? I feel like that's kind of a stretch to call this a Silent Hill game because of that. When without the Silent Hill, without that Silent Hill connection, and without that creature in like some of the set pieces, you could just say this is a survival horror game, like first-person survival horror game that tells a story about this character and like and suicide and everything. I don't know. The only thing you could possibly get this game is not Ascension. Yeah. Well, here's the thing with this, like, the fan base of Silent Hill is already extremely jaded to begin with, considering what happened back in 2012, considering what happened with Silent Hills, and then when Ascension came out, that kind of like reignited that like jadedness of that fan base and being like, oh great, this is just more garbage now. And I don't think this really did any favor coming out right now. It's sort of a weird thing to release this. I mean, it's interesting that they kind of did this as a free thing that you can just download and play. But at the same time, it's like, did they only do this just to kind of like throw out there and be like, hey, here's this Silent Hill thing. Here's something that tied you over before the 2 remake and the other stuff that we're doing. It just comes out of nowhere, and it's like, okay. That this is a holdover for Silent Hill 2? Maybe. And that's the thing, like Silent Hill 2, even though Silent Hill 2 hasn't helped either with a lot of the fan base because people are extremely jaded about Blooper Team towards them, and they're like, the vocal there's a pretty vocal majority of the Silent Hill fan base that is very not is pretty much dead set on saying that Silent Hill 2 remake is going to be bad because of Blooper Team. And I'm not going to say that for sure. Like, I still want to wait and see what happens with that game and the remake. But I don't know. Like, it's difficult to ascertain how the series is being handled, because I wouldn't say this as a sort of an experience, and given the subject matter, is like a terrible idea. It's just that the execution I felt was just a little forced at times. But it's still a free thing and still there if you want to experience it. I don't know. But I mean, is the series really going to be a repeat of like all the crap we had to deal with in 2012? I personally don't think so. Because to me, I don't know. It's like the series at its dumbest was when you dealt with, like, you know, Silent Hill Homecoming and Silent Hill Book of Memories and the second Silent Hill movie. It's like in the HD ports. Like, it was just a big train wreck back in 2012. And we can't really judge that from what we've seen so far. Like, we've only seen Ascension, which was sort of just a dumb interactive thing anyway. It was more of like just an experimental, like, whatever thing. So I didn't really give much thought to it other than, okay, like, some people kind of made fun of it and that was it. And the whole, like, you know, it's trauma merch, which a lot of people give a lot of shit over. It's like, wow, really, you're just gonna have that as like an ironic type of merch thing. And while it definitely does, this game doesn't try to have that tone, but it definitely invokes that like almost mockery of like, oh, here's something this is just really traumatic because it's Silent Hill, because that's what Silent Hill 2 is really popular for. So here's trauma. I don't know. I'm just really more just torn, if anything, over something like this. It's like, I get what they were going for, but as a series thing, it doesn't really quite tie in that well. Even though there's some attempts to it, I don't know. I'm still, well, I mean, what else is there besides the Silent Hill 2 remake at this point? Unless I throw in some other surprises like this. I mean, there's that movie which is going to be kind of based off of Silent Hill 2, but given the filmmaker's history with Silent Hill movies, even at its best, it's still not really that great. I don't think people have much faith in that either. Oh wait, there is Silent Hill F. You're right. Which I think that is like the one thing that people were actually interested in, being like, okay, it's done by the guy who wrote Higurashi. This actually could be something cool. And I know a lot of people were like, oh, that's the last chance. Not to call you out or anything, but it's not just you, but it's like everybody's like, oh, or a lot of people that are jaded towards Silent Hill are like, oh, this is the last chance. If this doesn't pull off, then this franchise revival is doomed, type of thing. But I don't know. Like, the Silent Hill 2 remake might still be okay. From what I saw from the gameplay looks about what I expected. But I know it's going to all come down to how they handle the subject matter and how they're going to convey the story in that. And I doubt it's going to go in this game's direction, because I think they still got to adhere to the narrative of 2. You know, there has to be some restraint there, I would think, to keep it within that. But I know Bloober Team might still do stuff to piss people off regardless, so. But yeah, I know Silent Hill F is kind of like the so-called beacon of hope, being like, oh please, this has to be good, right? Because the writer. Because the writing in this, while the intention was good in this, the writing definitely came across as like let's just make the most traumatic teenage thing ever, and like throw in every teenage traumatic thing in the book. I don't know. So it's divided by 3 chapters, which I guess makes sense. Options. I know I'm just kind of rambling at this point, but that's just kind of like how I feel about the series. It's weird. I've always been in a weird spot with the whole Silent Hill franchise, because even with stuff that was made after 4, there were still some games I liked after 4. Even though most of the games after 4 were kind of like fell into that came across more as like fan fictions rather than actual series entries. Especially the case with like Silent Hill Origins. Shattered Memories was unique, at least, in that it took a different approach to how they did Silent Hill. That was one's narrative. Homecoming was dumb though. Downpour I thought was interesting enough. The only thing that kind of irked me in that game was the performance I had on trying to play the PS3 version. And Book of Memories is probably the dumbest, even if it's a spin-off. But then after that, it's like, I don't know. Like Ascension, I don't even really want to bother with, because it's like, who cares? It's just a dumb interactive thing that I don't really care about anyway. And this, I don't regret playing this, to at least to say that I've played it, to keep my, I guess, repertoire of being a Silent Hill fan, being like, yeah, I played the short message. It was something. I don't know. There was some inklings of like, behind that character's art, and it's kind of like the whole like. There was kind of like a tragic beauty to it in a way. It makes sense. Like I can almost see what they were going for with that, but it's just compounded with all this like, just throwing trauma right in your face, and it's just like, okay, we get it. You don't need to go that hard into it. And yes, suicide is a very touchy subject to talk about. And, it's good that you brought up a warning, being like, if you do have serious suicidal tendencies, you definitely need help with that. But yeah. I love how we never knew what the mail in the sketchbook was about. Never brought up again. There was also a positive pregnancy test too, which I'm not sure where that came into. Like, there's stuff that's over-explained, and there's stuff that's never explained. Like, most of it was over-explained, but there's still some things that were never really explained. Like, there was also her friend's, like, creepy stepbrother, which I don't think the internet can take seriously because of, like, like, help me, stepbrother, that kind of nonsense. I don't think you caught the pregnancy when you played. No, yeah, it was just in the trash. I'm like, is that pregnancy thing from Maya? Because of the guy she met, or was with? Is that what they were implying? Or is it just is the pregnancy thing more like the fear of like the curse, of like being a mother, that because her mother was like absolutely the worst mother on the planet frickin' Earth, because she blamed her own daughter as being a cursed thing, when the cursed thing is not even really her grandmother. I don't know, because they blame the witches for the economic downfall, when the game explicitly explains that it was like COVID that actually caused the economic downfall. Okay, no, this is getting, okay, now that I'm actually thinking more into this is getting really stupid. When you pick apart stuff like that. Like, I try to keep it more in line with the main story and how that narrative goes, but yeah, there is definitely things that make you go, wait a minute. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still curious to see what Silent Hill F is going to be about. Not just because of, like, the whole Higurashi writer, because I never seen Higurashi, but I do know he's well regarded, so. And from that teaser, it looked kind of interesting. I mean, it's still Silent Hill entry, so I still want to check it out anyway. And that Silent Hill 2 remake, I still want to check out, even if people have severe reservations against Bloober Team. I have no faith in Bloober Team. I still want to see what they done, what they managed to pull off. But that's probably not till October or anything, or whatever that's supposed to come out till. But maybe by then I'll play it for Halloween or whatever. I know probably a lot of people are going to, so we'll see. I forget if there's anything else other than that movie. I feel like there were maybe a couple other things that were announced during that big Silent Hill direct thing. I forget what even else was there. Because Ascension was already unveiled, for better or worse. I think there was maybe something else. Forget what it was though. Unrelated news, next VOD upload is 007 Legends. Oh jeez. Now we get to see Laser on YouTube. The birth of the laser. I mean, I'm still on track to having played through every Silent Hill game except for Book of Memories. So, and I don't know if I'll ever do Book of Memories unless I soft mod my Vita or something. I don't know. You would uploaded more today, but Tekken 8 happened. Oh yeah, Tekken 8 did happen. I've heard that's a good game, even though I never really played Tekken, but it seems fun if you're into Tekken. But speaking of newer games, I guess I'll say what I'm going to be doing next this week. I'll be continuing Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, the new Prince of Persia game that came out a couple weeks ago. I'll be continuing that on Tuesday, and that'll be a full night stream for that. And then on Friday, I'll actually be finishing. This will be over on One Roll stream. We'll be finishing Metroid Prime Federation Force. So we'll get that done before the online servers for 3DS shut down. Then we can say, yeah, we played it. We must have played this game twice. And who knows? Maybe I'll make a video out of it from that stream footage. We'll see. But yeah, I guess I'll check to see if anyone else is online at this point. I don't know. I feel kind of on this one. Vinny's doing Mario.exe pack, scary Marios. Oh. Maybe that'll actually be scarier than this. Okay, I say that, but I don't know, maybe it's because I'm like, maybe because I'm like, what's the term I'm looking for? Desensitized to horror, because I played a fair amount of them now. But there was still a couple of like, oh, okay, moments. So I wouldn't say it was like that unscary. Still better than any of the Fearless stuff SCR has done, I can say that, but that's not much of a bar to go over. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'll just end here for tonight, because I've actually almost been going for 3 hours, but a lot of it was sort of me just talking and kind of meandering a bit throughout the game. Took slightly longer than I thought it did, but yeah, whatever. Because I do need to end at some point, and then head to bed soon. So, but yeah, this was still a fairly interesting thing to just kind of play through and stream, but yeah, but I don't know. I guess maybe there's just a part of me that's like, part of the old jaded Silent Hill fan base that's like really with this kind of thing. I don't know, it was a little hard to relate to some things in this game, being like, maybe it's just because I've been on the internet for way too long, being like that disturbed by people on the internet giving you like those kind of comments and stuff. It's like I get it, but it's like I dealt with that back in like 2007, or since 2007, and you think that doesn't affect me at all anymore. In fact, I just look at those kind of comments, just laugh my ass off. It's like, wow, really? You're still gonna make that kind of comment? Okay. Jaded guy gamer. Well, that's me if I'm like super jaded. Mozzie, I guess that's me back when I did like some of my game reviews back with some games that I really didn't like Castlevania Judgment, or like what else was the game? Or like Evil Dead Hail of the King, which speaking of which, new emote. Like, I was super jaded about that game, but there's still funny moments in that I can at least make, you know, things of that. Can't wait till you get to Castlevania Judgment. Oh, are you doing that as part of your Castlevania series? Oh, jeez. Have fun. Have fun going through all the characters for the story mode, I guess, if that's what you plan on doing. And we can't play that online unless it's a private server thing. But so many games away. I mean, that's true. That's like, I want to say that's after Order of Ecclesia. But like before, like Armory, but before the 360 PS3 one, or no, I think that's in between like this Ecclesia and Rebirth. So I think Rebirth was 2009. We need actual people. Or we could just meet up and just play it locally. I remember when me and Zero actually played that before the Wii server shut down. We had a time. That video is actually on Blondeguygamers, the YouTube. That was like 10 years ago at least. But yeah, I guess my jaded gamer phase it's kind of like faded out a bit as I got older, because I'm just like, I don't want to spend all this energy just being like that pissy about things, you know? And I'm definitely trying not to be pissy about this either, but it's just like, there's still things to kind of like pick apart. So yeah. But I could keep talking about Silent Hill and my old videos and all that all day, all night, so I'm getting going now that it's like we're at the 3-hour mark, so you bought Tekken 8 despite being oh yeah, of course you would say that. So clearly our lives are changing. But I would say you're not a certain world's fighting game player, because you know, we played Killer Instinct, and you won more matches than I did. So clearly you're not the world's worst. This was years ago, you wouldn't have never bothered. I mean, sure, I can understand like your frustrations you had in the past with fighting games. But if you're willing to play Tekken and stuff like that, then yeah, you're definitely like, I know you have the running gag of world's worst thing, but you're clearly not if you're enjoying the games to enough of a degree to just at least play them in some capacity. But anyway, anyway, what do you mean anyway? Sorry. Had to get one last Silent Hill 2 reference in there. Because this game, well, it doesn't really reference Silent Hill all that much. I guess it tried to be its own thing, an own contained story, but yeah. But you know, the Silent Hill 2 thing of like bringing out the worst traumatic experiences of the people, it's like, Silent Hill's just like, be like, oh man, a teenager. Oh, so much trauma, so much trauma, so much trauma, so much trauma. I could just imagine like the idea of Silent Hill being like, yes, and just splurging that badly over all the trauma of this particular character, and that's probably why it's so heavy loaded like this. You know, that's just my headcanon. That's just how the ending of Silent Hill kind of went. It's like, oh man, COVID-19, everyone is so distraught. I'm free from Silent Hill. I'm gonna go to Germany for some reason and get to this teenage girl. Yeah, sure. Let's just go with that. I said it wouldn't be Jade, and here I am coming up with crap like that. Okay. Not too far. You would never play online with randos. I mean, that's fine. That's something I wouldn't not really do in fighting games either. I never really, like in Killer Instinct, I never played online with randos. I just always played with you guys online and my brother, and that's about it. I know if I played online, I would just get bodied and just get mad. You only did that for the trophies, so still, I mean, even if you're going for all the achievements, I don't. You never have to do it again. Okay, fair enough. I'm just saying I don't normally do it anyway. With most fighting games. Well, of the few that I actually have played. Like, only really played, like, Killer Instinct and, like, Soul Calibur. Those are, like, my fighting games that I've played. And I guess Smash Brothers, if you count that. I actually have done a little bit of Smash Brothers online, but other than with you guys, but eh. We did play Soul Calibur 2 at Colossal Con. Oh yeah, I guess we did. Yeah, we did for a bit. Okay. Yeah, at this point I'm just time for bed. Yeah, I should go too. So thank you all very much for watching and experiencing this. Like I said, it was, I mean, the most I could say is that it was a thing. Or just, that's the gist of it, really. It was a thing. I wouldn't say I, like, hated it, but at the same time, I'm like, I didn't really get a whole much out of it. It was just kind of like a very, like, just a thing to me. I don't know. But it was a free download that didn't last long, didn't overstay its welcome. But anyway, so I'm gonna get going because I don't want to, because I've been rambling for too much. I know I keep saying that, but I do mean it this time. So if you want to stay up to date for what I do next, which will be Prince of Persia on Tuesday, the new one, Prince of Persia. You can stay up to date here by following me on Twitch. There's also Twitter and YouTube for notifications whenever I go live, whatever you need really, if you want to be notified. Otherwise, it's perfectly fine to just hang out and just lurk and watch and just do whatever. It's all appreciated, regardless. But until then, I'm gonna head off. So until then, take care, stay safe, and have a good night. And do take the subject matter not lightly, because you know I've dealt with friends and family who have had attempts, and you know, where 5 years ago I actually did lose someone. You know, if you know, it was Akako. So yeah, I definitely don't take this subject matter lightly, and neither should you. Like, as egregious as it might seem for those warnings to show up a lot, it is good that it is good that they keep reminding you, even if it does seem constant about that. So yeah, don't mean to end on a bit of a dour note, but given the subject matter of this game, I felt it was kind of necessary to explicitly state that. But anyway, the next streams will be back on this lighter notes, thankfully. So Till then, take care, stay safe, and have a good night. See you all later.